There's 20 questions. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I want to talk to you about having found the person, now what? There's one thing I'm going to say put out there, which is crazy, and we all do it. I've been guilty of it, and a lot of people are still guilty of it now. Why is it that when you want to buy a house, a car, even a mobile phone, you do a lot of research? You're comparing, you're talking to people about it, you know exactly what you're looking for in a house, 3 bedrooms. And then when it comes to the most important, i.e. finding person, somebody you're going to be intimate with, someone who's going to be in your personal space, someone you're going to mix bodily fluids with, guess what? We don't do any checks. Even when you go for a job interview and you get the job, that's not the end of it. They're going to dig everything they can about you. Find out what it is you're hiding, if you're hiding anything. They make the decision on that. That's why we have references. So you've met this person, fantastic, and it sounds like it's ticking all the boxes, i.e. this is the person that you know you feel really strongly about. Now's the time to start doing checks. Ask questions, and I don't mean like interview questions, you know, just when they come up naturally, because a person can feel, oh, hang on a minute, is this 20 questions? We don't want that, okay? You got to make it more subtle. However, you got to do your checks. Find out, talk to family and, you know, friends and stuff like that. If you got friends in common, that's the best way actually. You've got to do your homework. Why do we fail so badly? And then when the relationship doesn't work out, then you start wondering, well, you know, why didn't it work out? Because you haven't completed it. Yes, I know you've done all the checks, you know, if you've done what you're supposed to get to know yourself and you find a person, that's right, but you still need to. Because unfortunately people, you know, they're on the best behavior, but they can't be on the best behavior forever. The best behavior is, we're talking the honeymoon period. So really it's important that when the honeymoon period is lifted and your rosy colored glasses become clear, that impact when you drop should be cushioned because you've made the right decision, not because you were in lust. To be honest with you, and it's most likely because I've never experienced it, I do not wholly believe in love at first sight. Lust at first sight, hell yeah, you know, we're all guilty of that. But, you know, there are red flags and things to watch out for. You know, things like when you go on the first date, no matter how much you try and put on the makeup and the wig and the extensions and the nail extensions and the da-da-da, and the guy too, obviously he wants to make an impact, and we do that for innocent right reasons, do you understand? But there's certain things that you cannot hide or mask. Is your attitude and your behavior. So if you find that the person that you're dating is rude to the waiter, not maybe in a really hot, if they're really so rude, it stops everybody in a restaurant and they look, that's the time to bail. Like, don't even be seeing this person for the second time, because eventually that will be you on the other end, all right, taking all that crap, and you'll be too late because you're like, yeah, I'm in love, that's why I did it. No, that doesn't work, all right? So, but if there's subtle signs, watch out for that. Also, there are things that you think, oh, they're really cute. In a few years' time, those things are the things that are going to irritate the shit out of you. Pick from the heart, okay? All that glistens isn't gold, all right? So that's why it's important to go for the inside, and then the outside matches, well, you're good, you know, we're good, it's more important. There are other things, right? At least one thing I know is that if you want to get married in a church, the priest always asks to meet with the couple and make sure they're on the same page. But for me, that's too late, because they're coming to you, you're just doing that because it's what you have to do, talk to the couple. But it's too late. At the point where you've met this guy and you're enjoying, or a woman, and you're enjoying each other's company, you're finding out about it, you're doing the checks, subtle checks, asking the subtle questions, and, you know, coming up with the right answers, hopefully, and, you know, the stuff that's good, just to confirm that yes, you got the right person. As the relationship progresses, you need to ask the right questions. For example, do you want children? And how many children do you want? I know of 1 or 2 couples, obviously a woman did not want children. And the guy wanted children. So the question is, why on earth did they get married? Because she was hell-bent on not having children. As far as she was concerned, yeah, I'll marry you, but he knows I don't want children. And the guy knew this, but felt that in time, relationship will blossom, she'll soften, and they have children. It never happened. It became an issue. I'm not saying that was probably one of the reasons why they split up. And to this day, she's not exactly somebody who loves children. she doesn't like children. She doesn't like children, and there's nothing wrong with that. We're not all born to give birth to children. So this is so important because you can avoid all of this pain. Don't think, and I'm telling you, as a woman, I am guilty, in the past, of thinking when you see certain flaws, you think, no problem, can fix that. Biggest mistake ever. You cannot fix somebody else. You've got to be in the right frame of mind to want to fix yourself, much less somebody else. You got to take the log out of your eyes before taking the speck out of somebody else's. Talk about egomaniacs and control freaks, and I'm sorry, but us women are a little bit like that in a very subtle way. You see it and just go, no, it's okay, it's me, it'd be different with me, So it's important to find all these things out beforehand. If you're not living together, fine. You at this point, even if you're getting ready to move in together, there's certain things you know about him. But the way society has brought all of us up, and I'm hoping that this will start to change, is that women automatically take certain roles, i.e. the rearing of the children, the cooking and tidying up and rushing after the children, and the man just goes out to work and expects dinner on the table, which is crap. Because it can turn out that actually the man is better at cooking or better at child rearing. So these are the things that you need to find out. What are you good at? What am I good at? Have a list of the things all the different chores that you're going to do. Mark, put your initial on next to the chore that you feel you can do and what he thinks he can do. Let him do the same thing and come together and see, oh, okay, we were right about certain things, and the things we were wrong about, let's see if we can come up with a solution. It's about planning. There's a saying, fail to plan and prepare to fail. So if you've got to plan, why do we not do that with relationships? Why don't we? To make sure that you're on the same page. And also that goes for things like religion and stuff like that. If you're both devout, one Muslim and the other a Buddhist or whatever, they could be a problem. But if you are meant to be, there's a way out. So long as you believe in the end product, actually God, Allah, or universe, for me, that's all the same. It doesn't really matter which direction you go to get there. But then there's an issue if you do have children, who gets to pick what the children are brought up as. But then there could be like a multi-thing, that too can work out. It's not impossible. Give yourselves a fighting chance of survival. Is he addicted to certain activities? Is he like a golf maniac or football maniac you don't see in the entire weekend? That could be a problem, especially if you're not into the same sport. But however, at the same time, it is important to have things that you do on your own, because at the end of the day, as the saying goes, absence makes the heart grow fonder. You just gotta appreciate each other a little bit more. But addictive behavior is not good. Addiction is not good, period. It doesn't matter what it is. If you're addicted to love, that's even crazy. The phrase bunny boiler comes to mind when I think of being addicted to love, okay? Being addicted to food, you become obese, it's not good. When the honeymoon is over, like I said, if you've picked right, there should be a softer landing. Do not omit certain things, okay, like that person's past, their friends, and more importantly, their family, because those are the people who've had influence over who that person that you stood beside right now, who you're madly in love with and you want to spend the rest of your life with. Their family is just as important. Don't say you didn't marry the family, because you kind of did, okay? Not all families are going to be wanting to be on your case all the time. You have to respect that. But I know that saying whereby look at your mother-in-law, your father-in-law, and pretty much that's what you're going to be expecting. I'm not talking about how they look, but you know, the attitude, the way they are, the way they react or respond to things. Pretty much that's it. And if you got to the point where you're thinking, actually, yeah, I want a bit more. So it's important to incorporate the family and everything. Don't just think, oh, family, they're going to be trouble, this, that, and the other. No, because it could be that family who will help you out. If there are things that you're stuck about your wife or your husband or whatever, and you're having issues, or, you know, that's maybe there's something you don't understand, you can have a word with the family. You know, get to know them, get to find out what makes them tick. That's the smart way. Don't just go in blindfolded like, oh, we don't care about the family. But without the family, you wouldn't be where you are today. You never know how useful they can become. Okay? So, and just because I'm guessing at this point you're engaged doesn't mean it's going to follow through into marriage, because, yeah, I put my hand up. I've been there. I've been engaged before. And even while I was saying yes, I knew it wasn't the right thing to do. But I took it and I thought, well, who knows? Who knows? And for every day that passed, I realized that no, this is not going to happen. And that came to an end because I just couldn't see a future for it. So, but if you picked correctly, then the next stage obviously is getting married. All right. My next vlog will be on marriage itself. So thank you very much for watching, liking and subscribing and sharing.